Hi everyone, it's me, Alex Delinquents again. Here's my face. Hi. Hi. Sorry it's a little late in the night, so excuse me for not having like some good hair done because it's like past midnight if you can see by the clock or something. But yeah, who cares? I have to do this now because yep, reached the next milestone, 250 platinum trophies. Oh, please. In some ways, I almost think of what's even the point of doing these videos because I kind of slowly lose interest in making videos for YouTube, mostly because I'm busy with some other projects. I'm actually a college student, learning game art and design. So actually, in fact, besides from playing video games, I'm actually gonna start slowly making video games. So anyone watching this, keep your eyes open because maybe in the few years you might actually see some games that says games made by Alex Delinquents. Wish me luck on that, guys. But anyway, so yeah, 250 platinums, yay! Which also, so as usual, I'll go down the list and everything. But I guess let's just say this. So, which wonderful game? Which wonderful game did I pick that earned the 250 mark? If you recall in my past, my very first platinum was from BioShock. Somewhere around like my 50th or so, I think it was like probably Killzone 3 or something. Well, that could have been 100. I know one I accidentally gave to Battleship game, which is pretty dumb. Uh, I do know that like my 150th was Infamous Second Son, which was like my first PlayStation 4 platinum. So basically my 150 platinum, kind of a good thing to have. My 200th was the One Piece game, since I am a massive fan, and luckily that was one of the games that I didn't platinum yet. So I decided, you know what, I'll platinum for my 200th. So anyway, which lucky game got to be 250? Well, this. Yep, this over the top Japanese style fan service game. You know, like if any of you seen videos of this, you kind of know what this game is. It's basically Tits the Game, which I know some people might say you actually bought this, and yes, I did. Usually I rent these games from GameFly and stuff, but you know what? I decided to purchase this one for once because honestly, I do find playing these over the top fan service games just freaking hilarious to play, just because of how crazy they are. And I sometimes like to just see how far can I go in the perversion with these games because you know they always seem to you just always want to see how far this game can go. These kind of games can go. And besides that, I kind of wanted to purchase this also because I feel like because I really do like the fact that Japan seems to be releasing more niche Japanese games to the Western area and everything. Like we're actually seeing this growth of them because I think they started realizing that people don't mind, the games not being like fully dubbed. They can actually just be subtitled, and that will be it, and people can be good with that. And yeah, because we see so many Japanese games coming to the West, even though they're very niche, they still are coming, which is great. And I guess, in my opinion, I want to support that because, well, I like seeing that, people, even if the game is strange or so, it should come to our country. We should actually experience it as well. It should not be tied to one area. And I know some people can say you can just import it and everything, but again, not everyone speaks Japanese or so. I kind of have an interest to do so, but nah, I don't know. I'm just having fun playing with my hands. I guess I'm being like Ashens or something with my hands or something. But any case, but so yeah, my 250 platinum is from a perverted game where basically girls get their clothes ripped off and everything and beach and stuff. Woo, ooh, man, that really shows that I really have no girlfriend. And woe is me. I gotta stop doing this with the hand. Well, anyway, so I guess I should just do the usual thing, go down the list of the trophies. These. And, I still have some that I'm still going to be working on. But yeah, you can see right up the top that I just planned this just a few minutes ago, which is why, I just did this quickly and everything. And why it's the middle of the night, I decided not to wait until like morning to do this. I just thought, let's get this over with. Yes. So yeah, I did this, working towards this game, which was on sale for like $2. Its full price was $19.99, so $2. I said, what the heck? I'll get it. I did. Again, another niche Japanese title. I would play it. Of course, like I haven't done a lot of platinum a lot of games as usual. Witcher 3 was just a game that I decided to give it a shot because everyone's like, oh, The Witcher 3 is so amazing, it's so good and everything, and I see it. It's good. It is really good, but it's just a game that doesn't fully interest me. It doesn't wow me or excite me or anything, so I don't have a huge interest in it. I'll probably still continue playing it down the line, but right now I just, yeah. And luckily, I only rented this game, so it's not like I bought it on it. Maybe when it's on a big sale, I probably will pick it up. But yeah, I just don't have much interest in playing more of this. Yes. Another niche game, which was fun, but everything. I have to play the PlayStation Vita version. Always gotta say, love these visual novel games. I kind of wish more visual novel games would come to the West, especially on consoles and stuff, and not just on like PC or PlayStation Vita. I mean, most visual novels seems to have come on the PC in America and not on consoles, and I kind of wish more would come to the consoles because, well, they're probably the most easiest platinums out there, and in some ways I almost feel like I want to make a top 10 list of easiest type of games to get platinums on and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys want me to make like a top 10 list or of trophy hunting related stuff. Maybe drop me a comment. I can't say I will do it, but maybe with some motivation I will. But again, can't make any promises. Yes. Game still working on enjoying it, and it's one of those like games I was take my time with and everything. We got Reality Fighters, PlayStation Plus, thank you. Back to the Future, the game for the PS4. Cry Primal, fun, but definitely not worth full price. I didn't pay full price, I rented it because I knew it wasn't worth full price. But again, missed opportunity. Still some games working on. Gonna try to, platinum, of course, Gravity Rush Remastered. Played it by anyone who hasn't played the PlayStation Vita version, go and get the remastered version. Because they're both the same game, and of course, it's a game that's worth the attention. And X-Blades. Turbo I tried to win back on, but I kind of really don't have much of an interest with that game to platinum. Someday I will, but just not around. The Snoopy Grand Adventure, sure, pretty good. Life is Strange. A lot of people might hate me for this, but I actually can't stand Life is Strange. You need to look at Adam from Your Movie Sucks, who has a gaming channel. He did a Let's Play on this, and he kind of points out the same problems. And if you look at everything wrong with Life is Strange, it says every issue that I have with this game. This is one of those games that people are oh my god, this game is so amazing. It's such a beautiful story. It's so if you actually took some time to really study the game, think about the logic and stuff, it doesn't make much sense. It's mostly a lot of stupidity and everything. And yeah, I really had a love-hate towards it, but I'm starting to hate it more and more. Or working on Tearaway Unfolded. Blades of Time. That one was annoying because, again, this is one of those games that requires multiplayer trophies, and multiplayer is mostly... Well, actually, it's not mostly. It's completely dead. So you gotta get around to hoping to find someone who actually can play it. And good lord, that was like a nightmare sometimes, just trying to find someone. Oh my god. That's like another thing I like. If I make a top 10 list, one of the big things with worst kind of trophies to get are the multiplayer trophies, because again, multiplayer trophies rely on working servers and like having a community. And if there's no community or the servers are closed, then there's no way of getting the trophy unless you have friends, or of course, if they close it down, then you can never get the trophies at all. Oh. This one is actually very strange, this Duck Dynasty. I don't know what's going on with this one. Apparently, the PS4 version worked fine, because, you saw probably a while back I platinumed that game. At least I hope that was in one of my previous videos. But for some reason, the PS3 version seems to have some weird problem where the trophy's not popping up. I don't know what the reason is. Back up the save, so maybe one day I'll get back to that if I figure out the problem. Yes, I played a Barbie game. I played Hannah Montana, the movie, the game. I played a bunch of bad girl-like games. I feel sad, but that's the price I pay for being a trophy hunter. Again, it's a hobby. It's a fun hobby, but it has its problems. Everyone has these hobbies that they have problems with collecting and stuff like that. And again, these things don't take over my life or anything. They're just a good good time wasters, and basically, in fact, in good ways, they let me explore other titles. I'm actually wondering, how long has this been going on? And basically 11 minutes. You get to see my face again. And Broken Age, really not good. Infinity Runner, if you ever heard of that game, it's a very niche. LA Cops. Yep, there's another one of those games, like the Barbie game. There was also the Monster High game. That game, there was like a little bit of a mistake or something that happened in there that didn't make sense, or something that... Oh, wait, no. It wasn't a problem it wasn't an issue or anything. What happened was that because this game is, again, not a well-built game or so, it crashed during a save setting, like during the saving, so my save files got corrupted. So I basically... And I was near the end of the game, so I had to literally restart most of the game. Luckily, I didn't have to do every single mission in the game. I could mostly skip most of them, but again, I still had to go through everything all over again. And the reason why I did this mostly was because I was like really close to platinum the game, so I didn't want to let the game beat me to that because of a corruption. Foul Play, episode Ultra Despair Girls. That one was pretty interesting. I need to get around to actually to go back and play the sequel game. The Talos Principle, puzzle game. Rocket League, great game. And I'm really rooting for the guys who develop this, because they seem to be starting the opening up the idea of that that soon we might actually have the ability of playing against people who are on the Xbox One and PC. We have cross-platform play with PC, with PS4, but having now PS4 with Xbox One and PC, having all together, that's really something, and I wish that it will happen soon, and I hope more games will adapt to do that, because let's stop being tied down, and it might even remove some of the stupid console war thing, because now you don't have to worry about which system to get if everyone's able to connect to the same and play against each other, even if one's on a different system. Although I have to admit, when I was I actually came across someone on the comments section in a YouTube video who literally despised that idea, and man, I don't know why I really was talking too much with the guy, but it was one of those mistakes. Adventure Time, and gonna try to get around with Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare for PS3. I got the platinum for the PS4 version, PS3 in the works. Quartz Party Blood Drive. I gotta say, I never really had much of an interest with the Quartz Party games. Mostly, I don't know, there's something about them I just don't care for. I guess it's the subject matter or something. And I love horror. I guess in just some way, I never really much care for anime-style horror. It just never goes well with me. I never preferred that much. Fallout 4... One of those games I feel like, they could have utilized the touchpad for, inventory or something, but it does, and, Legend of the Guardians, something like that. Add Zombie, Jurassic World, Lego. Pac-Man, Ghostly Adventures, White Knight. That was pretty interesting. More of the usual Cabela games because they're so easy. I haven't got around to playing the remasters of Uncharted game. I don't know why. I just haven't really gone around to doing them, but I will eventually. Persona 4 Dancing All Night. Right, pretty fun and everything. And so excited for Persona 5. Can't wait for that game. And Dishonored Definite Edition. Definite Edition, my ass. It was one of those lazy ports. Or it's, if you consider that a remastered, then you have really low standards. Or it's in some ways. Cabela's Adventure. This game, X Lost Memories, another visual novel kind of game. Played it on both systems. Pretty easy. I think I just went back to Gravity Rush a little bit to play the DLC, so that's probably why it's up there, even though it should be on like that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Danger of the Ooze, Telesguard, Wolfenstein: The New Order, Until Dawn. Let's see, Far Cry 4 for the PS3. Times of Eternity, a really bad RPG game. I still need to get by with some of the other One Piece games, and I kind of want to get back to playing this. I did play a couple of hours with it, and then I kind of just stopped. But I kind of want to go back to it someday. And pretty much need to go back to this version maybe as well. The original Uncharted game, that one actually I thought platinum. Styx, Master of Shadows, good. That one I bought. I didn't get from PlayStation Plus, but you know what? I felt it was pretty worth it. There's actually a sequel coming out of it, and I'm kind of really interested because it's one of those, while flawed, it was a fun stealth game. And Super Exploding Zoo, Infamous 2, I finally got around to that for some reason. It took me a while. Plants vs. Zombie, Dishonored, Ether 1. Gonna do Bloodborne soon. The Order 1886. A huge wasted opportunity game. And there's like the One Piece World Red, and I guess that means I came across all the 50 trophies that I earned before, that. So I guess we'll just go down the list now. Because I have a few, I probably mentioned these already on, on like my previous trophy list, so check them out if you want. Man, almost 20 minutes on this video. I take too long sometimes on this, but I'm just basically talking and sharing my whole thing. So I'm just scrolling down this. But 250 platinums. I think in some ways I've been a little bit more slower now with collecting these trophies than usual. And I think, part of the reason is that I'm now in college. So I kind of have more busy work to do. It's not getting away in my game time, but again, I don't really have, I should sacrifice my platinum trophy hours because, some of these can take way more hours to get to, because I need to work on my college work and, I want to start developing games and stuff. So, I'd rather, take less time, do less of platinum trophy hunting and focus more on college work. And, I'm fine with that. I'm not one of those people who's really thinking this is some kind of race and I need to be in the big leagues. I'm just, I'm kind of a little bit in there, not exactly high up some guys have 800 to 500 platinums and holy shit, but that's their thing. I play the games I want. I play for the ones, and some people go on my channel and says, "Oh, you only play easy platinums," and it's like, well, so, what's the big deal with me playing easy platinum trophies? If you want a trophy on, you can do that. That's the whole thing. There's no specific rule. I'm not here to try and impress everyone. A lot of people just like to see that I collected all these. I feel like it's kind of crazy that some people go way overboard amazed by the fact that I collected 250 platinum trophies. I mean, again, they're just they're just like digital pictures, and yeah, I know some people ask, well, why do you collect them? Because I just have fun doing that. Gives me a motivation to look through a whole game than just like playing it through once, then just leaving it alone, and lets me explore many different titles I probably would not have bothered with. And that's basically part of the reason why I like trophy hunting. I mean, but yeah, besides like that and everything, I just feel like hey, if you guys like me collecting trophies, that's great and all and everything. And if you think I'm a celebrity because of that, that's great, I guess. But I don't think it's really a big deal. Still appreciate it, I guess. That's, but yeah, yeah. There's always this is always. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Or I'm just enjoying my time playing my games. Looking forward to a lot of things in the future. I'm actually very excited about like VR because some people have like their complaints about it, thinking it's a gimmick or something. Because I guess because we went through that whole gimmick phase with last generation with like the PlayStation Move Connect and the Wii, and a lot of us are tired of gimmicks. So when we look at the new, especially with like something that does like use like the move controls like PlayStation VR, I guess it kind of understand that some people think it's a gimmick, and honestly, I don't really think that because honestly, you know what? Yeah, you can argue it's a gimmick, but you want to know something else? A Rumble Pack, which is the thing that Nintendo had for the N64, that was considered a gimmick back then. But you know what? We now have rumbles in our controllers. All controllers have Rumble Packs and built into them. That was a gimmick back then, but guess what? That turned out to be. That actually turned out to be a new thing. Heck, I think maybe even the analog sticks probably were considered a gimmick, and well, you know what? They are now this big thing. It just comes down to the fact of it starts off as a gimmick, but it starts to become. But we see if it actually improves and actually brings a new experience to the game, and I think VR does that because, well, unlike something like 3D TVs and like some other things like motion controls, you never really had a real sense that you were there or feedback. Like, for example, when you watch a 3D movie, it's not like you're really there. You just see, oh, everything looks three-dimensional. That's pretty much it. It doesn't add much to the film. It just makes everything look slightly more third-dimensional, but it doesn't really put you in there at all. And, so, of course, the PlayStation VR and other VR headsets, of course, they have 3D, but that's because, that's a natural thing with our eyes. We see two different images. So, of course, it would make sense for the camera, for the VR headset to project two slightly different images into our eyes, because if both our eyes saw probably the same image, that will actually probably could cause some problems or something. Maybe that actually could cause eye strains or anything. I don't know, but that's basically part of the reason for why VR has basically built-in 3D, because it's a natural thing for eyes. But the thing is that besides from the fact that you can actually see the world, the way you look at the world is a natural thing we do. To look at the world, you rotate your head and everything, and that's what you do with the VR headsets. You move your head, and the camera tracks the VR headset and basically mimics the motion. So basically, it looks like you're actually looking at a world by turning your head. That actually is a natural thing. Compared to something like a motion control, where one thing is you're not getting any feedback when you swing a sword. Like if you hit an enemy with the sword, your arm's still going to continue. You're not going to feel that impact of hitting the character. So no feedback. That basically led up to the feeling of lack of immersion, and that basically is why sometimes the motion control started to become more of a gimmick, because then you start realizing how it really didn't really immerse you more into the game and had issues. However, with VR, while yes, it is using motion control, there's a little bit more of a difference because it's putting you in the world. You have more of a physical feeling in there, which means you actually have a more immersive feel into it. And so, yeah, I'm excited for it. And yeah, it's a little bit like I'm a little debating about if about getting a VR on launch because again, you know, $400 and everything. I already have a camera and I already have like two PlayStation Move controllers, so I'm already good. So I just need the headset. But again, like yeah, $400 and everything for a headset. And I'm excited for it, but of course, if I don't have the money at around that time, I probably won't get it. But I can't help but I really am excited, and I kind of want to support it because I love the. It's something that I think a lot of people have dreamed of for time and time again in the and yeah, it should be the future with gaming and stuff. I don't think like VR is going to take over everything with gaming because some games not going to be are going to be played fine just on TV, but there's some experiences that just can't help but be more immersive with like actually being almost literally in there. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna also say this is if I doubt this is gonna happen, but if 2K is watching this, we know you're making a BioShock collection for the PS4 and Xbox One and everything. Put VR support or on those remasters. I want to have VR and BioShock. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, oh me, it's almost a half an hour. Mostly, just really crazy. Oh, good. Now we're at the very end. Oh, well, I guess that's it. So scroll up. Yep, going through the big list. Blah 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 blah. Still going. I mean, it does show that I played more than 250 games. But, yep, there we go. That is my entire trophy list so far. And 250 platinums. Yay. Hey, I'll probably make another video when I reach 300, and the same for when I reach 350 or so. Don't know how long that's going to be. Maybe a few years or so. Who knows? But, yep, 250, really happy about it. And, yeah, I'm excited for VR. I'm excited that I'm doing college work that leads me to actually develop games soon, so I'm really excited to finally bring some of my gaming ideas to life. And, yeah, I've still enjoyed my hobby. Nothing else to say, but thanks all for wasting half an hour just looking at my trophy collection and everything and just hearing me babble about nothing and seeing me doing crazy hand gestures throughout the whole video. But some people wanted me to make these videos, so yeah, here we go. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and feel free to leave a like. If you want to subscribe to me, sure, but I barely make videos now, so I wouldn't really recommend it, but whatever. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and hopefully I'll see you when I reach 300 platinums. See you later, everyone.